Here are the tools I'm using. This thing is called a FID. It's actually a stained glass working tool. You can see it has a wide end here, and then it has this other end with a couple of odd shapes. That's for working with glass, but I've found that it's great for this too. This thing here, I have no idea what it's called, but you can get it at the same place that you got this. So let's get started. First, notice all the gunk here. That's what we're getting rid of. So I'm taking the FID and just gently scraping hard enough to get the stuff off. Just like that. Gently but firmly. Kind of like with kids. This is a little narrow, so I'm going to go over some parts with this just to make sure. Then, to get right up against the frets, you just can't beat the pointy end of the FID. Notice how well it gets in there. Apply a little universal solvent, aka spit. Let it dry a little so you can see if you got everything. Some take more solvent than others. Looks like we got it all here. So take a soft cloth, buff it a little, and that is 100% better. Look at that. On to the next one. Same thing. Using the FID to scrape off the layers of stuff that have built up due to neglect on my part. The main thing I like about the FID is it's plastic, so it's not going to damage the wood. I actually saw one recommendation that said, use a razor blade. As much as my hands shake, if I tried that, I'm afraid my fretboard would end up looking like this. I'm not interested in taking that chance. These instruments are soft plastic, so their chances of doing any damage are virtually nil. I suppose you could beat on the wood with them, but if you're inclined to do that, you may have bigger issues than a dirty guitar. I notice that the buildup is bigger on this side than on the frets than on this side. That means I'm using good finger position. That's encouraging at least. You might notice that I've turned the FID over. After a while this edge tends to get beveled. When that happens, just flip it over. It'll continue to work. Again, it's called a FID, F-I-D. And you can get one at stained glass supply stores. If there isn't one near you, you can also get them online. But if you do, be sure to specify stained glass FID. If you just Google FID, apparently it's also part of a ship. Dictionary.com doesn't know about the stained glass meaning. So when you look on Amazon or eBay or wherever, make sure you search for stained glass FID. Unless you're building a ship, of course. But if that's what you're doing, why are you watching this video? E-A-D-G-B-E. I don't actually know if I was on the right pitch or not, but at least I got the intervals right. So there. I studied music theory, so that's what matters. And we're done. Let's take a look at the whole thing. I did the upper half already, and I'd say she's looking pretty good. Later on, I'll polish the frets up a little, put the strings back in place, and she'll be ready to go. Start to finish, this half of the board took me half an hour. It's inexpensive, quick, and easy. I hope it helps make your life and your guitar's life a little more pleasant. Until next time.